Hey,
Happy Wicked Wednesday.
and I forgot to kind of keep you entertained before
You
we
did.
went live.
I know.
But I hope you enjoyed the musical interlude.
The new musical interlude.
We worked hard on that, by the way.
Meaning he worked hard.
Okay,
I had nothing to do with it.
Susan says she loves the intro.
Yay.
All right.
Yay,
Hey.
trying something new. Hey, Nikki Ann.
Brenda and Sharon, Nikki Lee Joe.
No, Nicole.
Oh, Nicole Lee Joe. Sorry. I said Nick. Sorry. You know I love you, Nicole.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Julie.
I'm
Susan.
Nicole, I'm high on life. What are you going to say?
And Nicole says she's trying hard to stay awake. Hi, Virginia.
That's right.
I signed some books for you, and they are on their way to you, my dear.
Yes, today. They're on their way, darling.
Hey, Ames. How are you down under, my dear? Is it super cold now? Because it's getting warm here.
Getting warm here.
Yay. I'm glad that Susan says she loves the intro, too. Look at you go.
I worked hard on that.
I want you to know that we spent a long time picking that music out, like an extraordinarily long time, by the way. It was a little odd, but he actually picked the song. I want you to know that. I liked a few songs. He liked a few songs.
But and I explained to you how mine was better. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. We just agreed that it made more sense. And we moved on from there.
Because I can tap my toe and snap my finger at the same time. See?
It's perfect.
That's called musicality.
Okay,
That's
or
right.
something. I don't even know.
Okay, my hair looked good.
And Kelly says she likes it too. Yay.
My hair looked good.
Hi, Maggie. Good to see you.
In the makeup chair, but now it looks like shit.
Dana. Nice intro screen. Nicole liked it too.
Awesome.
Hey, Allison. Good to see you.
Awesome.
Everybody likes a new intro. Yay. We're happy. That's fantastic.
That is going to be the new Shayla theme song going forward for a lot of things. You guys
Sherry.
Hear that a little bit more.
If you guys had watched the video that I put up on YouTube of me doing a little bit of pre-explanation about the Kickstarter, that's the same music, right?
Yes,
right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah.
A different cut, but yeah.
Yeah. He bought like this song, and so he chopped it up in different ways. Oh, you know what? I wondered why I was feeling funny, but oops.
What else you got in there, Shayla Black?
I don't know. I was like, I keep running into
I'm a little
something.
Hungry. Is there a snack, maybe?
Yeah, there might be.
I could sure go for a snack right now.
I know. Hi, Ruth.
Pull
How are you?
That'd be nice.
That would be awesome, right? That would be awesome.
Hello.
Aim says it's finally getting cooler there. Yay. Good for you. Hey, Jan. It's good to see you.
Kelly's snow is finally melting.
Oh, my gosh.
Sweet Kelly.
Okay, so I am going to try not to butcher your name.
Gilletta.
Okay.
She loved it. Awesome. Thanks.
Yay. Thank you. So I have to tell you guys, I'm wearing my...
Maybe it might be Jalita.
It could be
Jalita. I think I'm right on the second one. Correct me, Jalita. I think I'm right on that.
I'm also wearing my contacts and not my glasses, so I don't see quite as well. So
I don't need the glasses to see. It's just the aesthetic. This is just clear glass.
No, he totally can't see anything. You guys should see that. Okay, it's in the TMI category. When I get ready to go to the gym, I have this contraption that doubles as a sports bra.
Thanks to Shannon.
I cannot get into. It's a fantastic bra, but I cannot get into it by myself. So usually I have baby help me, but when she's busy, I have to call for him. And when he does not have his glasses on immediately, I'm like, don't even try. Go find your glasses. This is not a one-person job. It's like you have to put it over your head.
I'm really good at taking them off.
Yeah.
Not so good. I can.
Yeah.
Done. But put them back on. That's just I failed that in school.
Kelly said it was funner to wait for us with the new music. Yay.
Gilletta sounds like Gillette Razor Company. Okay. So it's Gilletta.
It's
Gilletta.
It's Gilletta.
Oh, Gilletta. Yeah.
Not Gilletta.
I got it.
Oh my gosh.
I thought there was two E's. That's the problem. There's two T's.
Oh my gosh. So you still have some snow. It was 84 today here. So no snow here. Hey, Louise. Good to see everybody. There is a lot going on this week.
Yes, it is. Can we talk about today's sponsor? Not really a sponsor, but I enjoy it. And I'll give you guys we have a taste test for later tonight. So something that I teased probably 6 months ago that showed up in the stores, and I didn't buy it because we were watching our weight, and which we still are. But it came back, and I thought, you know what? I need to bring this to the beauties. Oh, and you too.
Yeah.
So that's coming. But tonight's semi-sponsor, not really. Premier
Tonight's
Protein.
dinner.
Yeah, this is my dinner tonight, by the way. Yes. If you guys haven't, Premier Proteins are awesome, but if you look, it's got peanut butter chocolate.
And it's really, really good.
It's really good.
Have you found any more?
They were there, but I wanted to trick it up. I go back to chocolate, and then I'll go back to
peanut I don't like chocolate. The chocolate. I like the peanut butter chocolates better.
But anyway,
I think the vanilla
30 grams of protein. This stuff's awesome. And this is my dinner. So there you go.
Kathy says they have tornadoes bouncing around and some hail the size of baseball. I knew. There's a guy that I found on YouTube, you guys. If you like weather, if you're interested in weather, his name is Ryan Hall, y'all. That's his YouTube handle. And he does kind of national weather. So he was talking about the storm systems and how it was going to play out this week. He kind of does that every week, and with whatever's going on weather-wise I think he's from Kentucky, but he kind of talks about weather patterns across the whole country. And so I kind of knew, I was talking to Rachel, and I knew before her that she was getting snow later this week. And she was like, oh, nifty. Great. She was not super happy.
Poor Rachel.
Poor Rachel. So anyway, hi, Paula. Hello. Tabitha says protein pudding. Interesting.
Nice thing about this is I can down it in 30 seconds, but I won't chug it in front of you guys. So.
You watch him sometimes too, Virginia. I think he's super, like, he talks really fast, but I kind of appreciate that. That's maybe my West Coast upbringing. I don't know. I dig it too. So anyway.
Tasty.
Oh, Jan says she had that tonight in the blender with cottage cheese and a scoop of peanut butter and lots of ice.
Oh, that sounds good, yummy. Jan. That sounds really good.
I would totally eat that. So I have a Facebook user. You've missed so many Wicked Wednesdays because you're on the West Coast, so it's 6 o'clock for you. Yeah, I know. There's no great time. I hear from my UK readers who are like, are you kidding? It's 2 a.m. Come on now.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the rewind channel.
I was like, sorry, there's no great time. But thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you're back with us. Let's see. What's this? Reed Timmer is tracking the storms in Oklahoma. Looks nasty. Yeah, it's so not good.
Oh,
it's so not good. It's this time.
There's going to be some Oklahoma. There's going to be some Oklahoma. There's going to be some tornado activity west of us.
Yeah,
and then maybe some tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah. Tomorrow we've had overcast days, but it hasn't been stormy. So supposedly tomorrow is our best chance of storming.
Dawn, I like the strawberry. I like strawberry.
The strawberry was good, but it's been hard to find lately.
But it's not non-dairy, unfortunately.
Oh, it is not.
There's some dairy in here.
You need a non-dairy, yeah.
Yeah, it's got milk protein, so
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but yeah, I think
no fun.
What is it? Is it Orgain, the plant-based one?
Yeah.
Is that milk-based?
I don't think so.
I think Orgain might not be milk-based, but don't trust me. Read it.
Yeah, read it. But I think it is.
Orgain is pretty tasty.
It's plant-based. It just has a lot of sugar in it, I think.
I don't know. Orgain was pretty clean, I thought.
Was it?
Anyway,
okay. Anyway. So, welcome. It's like nice to sit here and get a chance to chat with you. We have had a really eventful week. Just a lot happening as usual. So if you all got the VIP newsletter this morning, you see there's more news because we're full of news these days.
And just a quick shout out to Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel, her puppy passed away today, so we are
sad for her. And
I know it was a really tough day. And Rachel, we love you, and I'll be talking to you in the morning. But I know how tough that was. So
and Izzy was your little bright shining light, and we're so sorry for you.
Every time Rachel and I had conversations, Izzy's always on the side.
Oh, right there.
And right when Izzy's right with her mom, and that was
it was a rough day for Rachel.
I felt bad
for sure. Yeah. So we feel for her.
And pretty soon we're going to be able to give her a hug.
We are
in real life.
Hopefully,
and maybe Shannon too. No, and definitely Shannon.
Shannon too.
So teasing that, we may be having a Team Black meeting here in a couple of months, and we will be, I should say.
Well, we plan all the things.
I think we have settled on a date.
Oh, did it all work out?
Yes, it all worked
Yay.
out. So I am confirming all that with Rach in the morning.
Okay.
And we'll just surprise you guys when they show up.
So. Yay. That's awesome. Very, very happy to hear about that. Just like lots happening.
Yes. We're headed out of town, aren't we?
Yes, shortly. We're going to a family wedding, so it will be nice to see a bunch of my cousins that I haven't seen in, God, how long has it been since I've seen all of them?
Been a long time.
A long time.
And baby loves that stuff. She loves
she
the
can't
family
wait.
stuff.
She cannot wait.
Thrives on it.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. No, they're all nice. They're all nice people.
So we'll be heading on a jet plane to go to a family wedding, and we're going to do a little. My mom isn't ready to do a full-blown thing for Dad yet, so we're getting a luncheon.
Family luncheon.
Yeah, a family luncheon, because we haven't even sat down really as a family and talked about it and kind of grieved together and told stories and all the things. So, but because it's my dad, I know that everybody will have stories about my dad that will make everybody laugh, because that was my dad's role in life. He made everybody laugh.
Exactly.
He made everybody laugh. And, there are so many things about my dad that I miss, because he always challenged the people around him too. He was
one of the smartest men I've ever known.
Ever.
And clever. And always a step ahead of you.
Oh, 100%.
But one of the nicest men, once you got to know him, I mean, get past the gruff exterior.
If
we could have got him on camera, that would have been awesome. You and he back and forth on the live.
Oh my god.
It would have been awesome.
Oh my gosh. I used to love to, my mom could never sit still to play like card games or board games and he's not like a puzzle person. He hates all of that stuff. I love it.
I do not like anything that challenges my mind.
And I want everything to challenge my mind, everything. Otherwise, I am bored.
If you're going to bring it to me, present. And then let's do it and let's go. Come on.
Yeah, he's a man of action.
I'm a man of action.
And I am a woman of thought.
A man of action. What was that commercial?
So Dad and I used to sit down and play Trivial Pursuit. And it was just, he kicked my ass most of the time. I was a kid, so there was tons of things that I didn't know.
He had to rely on his sports.
But it was
sports
knowledge.
And literature.
No, it was sports and leisure.
Sports and leisure.
That's right.
So sometimes the leisure would get your dad.
Unless it had something to do with booze, then he could probably tell you that too.
And who was the middle son in the Brady Bunch? Your dad? Bullshit.
I don't know. He had no idea.
That's bullshit question.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just, I know we're gonna have a good time talking about Dad, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah. Hang on. I saw Sharon said you got on Kickstarter to notify me. Thank you. Yay. So that's actually a great segue. If you haven't read the newsletter, and I keep meaning to put it in the beauties and I just have forgotten. Peter, yes, that is correct.
Peter Brady.
Yes.
And if you can name the actor without Googling it, too late, Michael Knight. There you go. All right, keep going.
Was it Michael? I know it's something Knight, but I don't know that it was Michael.
I don't know. His last name's Knight. So
I'm correct. Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher Knight. That's it.
You're welcome.
But I was correct.
No, you weren't.
And he was married to the Next Top Model girl for a while.
Yeah, he was.
The really cute one. And then she got crazy. Or they both got crazy. And then,
well, who knows?
He's a very rich man. He's an entrepreneur. He's very well.
See, okay, Kelly, this is me too, because we go to, that's one of the things I look forward to when we go on cruises is all the trivia, the music trivia. We either come in the top 2 or we just outright win. Like, because I love music, and I love music of all genres, and I love music of all decades. And so when we go with our friends who have a very deep knowledge of certain, like they do the like deep tracks of like the Beatles and U2, and there's a few bands that they can go really deep with. And I'm more of a like general skim across multiple decades.
If you need some easy listening 70s, you come to me and I'll tell you what that song is.
And TV theme shows.
Little Baker Street. Come on.
I like Baker Street.
I like Baker Street. It's a great song.
So
Yeah, TV theme songs. Oh my God.
Oh, he can do
awesome
TV theme songs from back in the day.
I want to learn how to do Hill Street Blues on the piano. I'm dying to know how to do that. The opening part of Hill Street Blues.
Perfect.
That'd be awesome.
Moving on. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about. Yeah, the Kickstarter.
So hopefully all of what do you?
Oh, here it is.
Hopefully all of you got the. Well, you go
yeah. Talk about that. No, you go ahead. I'm like trying to do the things here.
Well, copy link.
Yeah, I know. It just takes me. I can't.
The
see.
Shayla Black VIP newsletter went out this morning, and thanks to Rachel and putting that together for us, and Shannon helping us last minute to do a few tweaks to it. But the newsletter went out this morning, and a few more details about the Kickstarter and among other things. But those of you that have not heard, it's 25 years. It's 25 years of Shayla Black publishing romance books.
Yeah.
Starting all the way back to our first book signing at Walmart.
Yeah.
With Kensington.
Yeah.
And all the way to where you're at today, full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Just so you guys, first of all, are going to want to mark your calendars. I am going to do a 25th anniversary show that is not going to be like any other show, because I'm going to talk about things that I've never talked about, and I'm going to bring props that I've never brought. And yes, we will see if we can find the god-awful book out of the shed.
Do I need to buy batteries for said props?
No,
okay.
Not those sorts of props.
Am I invited to said celebration, or do I have to sit in the stands like all the other fans?
No, you can. So mark your calendars for May 24th. That is the day that we will do the thing.
Shannon, on that show, I put Shannon up.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Shannon, on that show, I will not wear pants. There you go. I will not be wearing pants that show.
Rebecca, can you be a prop? You know, girl, you're too valuable in your current role. I need a stalker. Like, where would I be without you?
Rebecca, I have a fridge full of beer, girl. I left it out there for you. Come on.
That's right. That's right.
Out by the pool. I'm surprised that it's not empty.
Here you go. William Michael Knight drove.
Oh, I know. I knew that when I said it.
I was like, that sounds familiar, but I never watched Knight Rider.
Did you know they used to film Knight Rider, some of the jumping scenes and chasing scenes at COC?
Yeah.
Where I went to school.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
You can be the Vanna White of my show, Eve says.
I have the looks, that's for sure.
Yes.
And the legs.
Yeah. Yay. Thank you, Kelly. I'm so excited.
So it's 25 years of Shayla Black Publishing.
Yes.
And as in commemoration, we have what, Shayla Black? Done a Kickstarter for your
I thought you were at the show. I'm like,
well, oh my God.
No,
Should I write a jingle?
Okay. Yeah. So we're still getting all the things together, you guys. We are getting closer and closer and closer. So in a few weeks, we will, if you haven't seen the video on YouTube, go watch that, and you get to see all the theme music. And then I will have more and another video coming out in a couple of weeks to get way more specific about what we've got going on and all of the things. And I'm like putting a bunch of it together right now, and it's going to be so exciting.
It'll be awesome.
It's so awesome, you guys. I'm like beyond. I'm way more excited about it than this hair.
So all you have to do is follow right now on Kickstarter, and you'll see all the deets. It's just a follow. So more deets coming probably May 5th, May 6th.
Yeah, in that neighborhood.
Right.
So, and all that does is you'll just get the emails as we tell you, like, hey, it's out there. You can go see the video now. And as questions get answered, like you guys can ask questions of us, we can add it to the FAQs. You'll find out when we have updates, and we'll be telling you things along the way. So all you're doing is getting information until you see something you love and want. And that's how it goes.
Rebecca, how can you have the beer? Because my trap has not been sprung.
Yeah.
Oh, did I let the...
Oh, shh.
Yeah.
I know.
You'll fall.
You give too much away.
Or you'll be hanging upside down.
I don't know which. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. So...
Eve, you're right. I have the legs and the boobs. That's true. I prefer the term bosoms. Thank you very much. Now get out of my titties. Boobs. Sorry. This is a PG-13 show, Shayla Black.
Win.
It's PG-13.
Do I write PG-13 books, y'all?
I don't need the Google to come down on me. Or the Zuck.
Let's see. Here we go. You're saying, what is Kickstarter? I'm aware. So Kickstarter technically is the way they call it is a crowdfunding site. I don't really love that for what we're trying to do here. What it allows us to do is the boxes on steroids. It allows us to do different levels of boxes and provide people extra perks. If people really like a campaign, we can do add-ons. It just allows us to grow this in a way that our website wasn't really built for.
It allows us to communicate with people
and communicate
directly
a lot better.
Progress
yes.
and little extras that are coming and details about some of the products and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where the store wasn't allowed us to do that.
So it's just, if you missed the bit.ly earlier, I can post it again. It's just kickstarter.com. You can search under my name. And then there's the project that we did back in the winter, which we've already fulfilled, and all of those people have received their boxes. And this is the special 25th anniversary box. Like, you guys, I've spent weeks doing this stuff. I will probably spend the next week and a half doing nothing other than this stuff, because there's so much awesome stuff here. And Rachel and I have finalized some things that I think are just stunningly beautiful, and I'm beyond excited. So
stunning.
And there are things that will not be available again.
Right.
So especially in that format, they will not be available again. So Melissa, do you benefit more from direct sales from your website or if I order through Amazon? So, and this will be true of every author. It benefits us a lot more if people buy direct through our site. Otherwise, we pay, if you're new here, if you haven't heard me, if you haven't heard other people, all the platforms, not just Amazon, Apple, Google, everybody takes 30% of everything you make right off the top. Plus Amazon,
almost like a super chat on
almost
YouTube.
like a super chat on YouTube. Plus they also have what they call a delivery fee. Mm-hmm. So every piece of graphics, everything that's not a straight word, well, even a straight word, the size of your file and the cost to deliver that file to you is also subtracted from what you make. So people wonder why files aren't getting more interesting and people aren't including pictures. And I think color, those are things that I'm going to start doing on my website, starting with Wicked as secrets. So if you order Wicked as secrets from the website, as opposed to a retailer, you will get it a weekend early. So instead of getting it on Monday night, you'll get it on Friday morning. And we're going to have a special, way more cool, interesting edition, because I can do those things on my website without any sort of penalty. And that will be the only place you're going to be able to get the super cool version.
And to get them signed too.
Yeah. And they'll be digitally signed from now on as well. So,
but again, I think the bigger, I'll call it a strategy, but I think every author should have this strategy, which is when you rely on mega corporations for your livelihood, if you will, they could change their terms of service tomorrow,
and they have,
and make it to where it's really not beneficial to sell books on their site. So it makes much more sense to have another portal for folks to be able to come to and purchase directly from you, and maybe get a few extra things at the same time.
Yeah. If I've answered this before, if you purchase the highest level, you get the anniversary box as well. Absolutely.
Susan,
if you get the highest level, you're going to get all kinds of stuff that's one of a kind. You'll never see it again. Like it's going to be awesome.
Susan, you'll get one of the levels on the Kickstarter. We've added new levels to it as well. So if you see something you want to trade that in, basically, or get a prorated credit and get something a little bit higher with some extra stuff, you're more than welcome to do that, like we did last time. Otherwise, you're golden.
You know what? And Melissa, I appreciate that. First of all, thank you very much.
That is sweet of you, Melissa.
Don't feel bad. It's totally 100% fine. I will continue to put books out. That series isn't going anywhere anytime soon. There's always later. If you're not sure how downloads work from our site, we deliver through BookFunnel. They have
for ebooks.
They have the customer service. Like if you have any problems at all, they will help you 100%. They're wonderful and they make it foolproof, honestly. If you want to try it and you haven't, just FYI, if you didn't know, 30% flash sale through Sunday on all the Forbidden Confessions.
Which was in the VIP Shayla
Which was in the newsletter. But if you didn't get it, you didn't know that.
Forbidden Confessions, 30% off ebooks. It's awesome.
It is.
And I even gave you a link for it.
And you did right here. And I'm going to go find it, except for my mouse doesn't want to cooperate. No. Oh, you.
Just take that. Just take it. Take it.
I'm taking it.
Take it.
Goodness, this mouse
You'll like it if you take it.
Is not so much in the handy helpful department.
So again, Forbidden Confessions, all of them
are 30% off.
All the ones that are published right now are 30% off on the Shayla store for ebooks. So have at it. But we're trying a few different things with the store, and we're going to try and do a few more flash type sales over the year.
Be watching
to get folks comfortable with the ebook process. A lot of folks are comfortable with the print book process because they've been buying from us for years, and Shayla signs them and I mail them out with love. But the ebooks are also sent with love just from BookFunnel. So
this is awesome. Thank you. And if you have Prime, I completely understand there's nothing we can do about shipping, but to try to offset it, when you buy it from us, I sign it personally in whatever way you want me to, and we send you awesome swag that Amazon does not. So that's one thing. Plus, Jan says if you get it. So ebooks, a lot of people don't realize when you buy your ebooks from a platform, you're technically renting the book. You don't own it.
It's like music.
And they can take it away anytime they want
Apple
to.
Apple or Amazon, they can take it away at any moment.
And it's happened to me, and it really, really pissed me off. Because I bought the album digitally, I didn't buy a physical copy. And so when I went back to listen to said album, the song I bought the album for had been taken from my digital album. Pissed me off. Dawn says, I have books on BookFunnel, Nook, Amazon, Kobo. Yeah. Has anybody been trying the new Kobo Plus here in the US? I am so excited that there is somebody else offering.
It's awesome to see a competitor for Kindle Unlimited.
Which is what it needs to. If anybody saw Samantha Cole's statement today about how she was going to be moving her books from KU into a wide, which is I've always been a wide author, and her rationale for that, she really explains it extraordinarily well why anybody would exit KU, and it really speaks to what authors are going through with KU, where despite the fact they have more subscribers almost than ever, the fund for authors is smaller than it's ever been. So
that's a cost of doing business for them, basically. And when there's cost associated with it, and Amazon's their profits have dropped since the pandemic kind of got over.
Well, but still, you would have no product if it wasn't for authors.
Well, true, but they don't care.
No, I know that. And until authors get smart enough to not want to play that game, I mean, I shouldn't say smart enough. I know a lot of people did really well for years in KU, and and I've talked to tons of them, and they were like, it paid my bills. I fed my family. It was a great way to make a living. But as happens in this business, everything changes, and that's just.
It changes so fast. We can't keep up.
Nobody
we
can.
Try, but we can't keep up.
Where do you order that's a good question. You will order the anniversary box from Kickstarter. So what happens is when you say that when you sign up to be notified on launch day, you will then get an email explaining it's live,
all the deets.
And I'll have a video up, and all of the details will be listed, and you'll be able to read through it. You'll be able to ask questions. We'll be able to answer your questions.
We'll do a live that night. I think it goes live, or that Wednesday, or whenever it goes live. Right?
No, because I think we're going to be out of town.
Oh, we're going to be out of town. That's right. So we'll do it after that.
We'll do it as soon as we get home. But you will get all the information you need. If you are unsure about anything, just reach out to us. We want to make this easy for you. It's just we wanted to do something way more special than our website was going to allow us to do.
It's going to be cool.
It is. Okay. Here's another one. Ruth says, I'll contact you because I want to level up. Yeah.
Awesome,
and he figured it out, so we're all good now.
And Ruth, when we have the live, I'll have details on the leveling up, and we'll all just work with you like we did before, one-on-one, and we'll work through that. So thank you.
Yeah. And actually, Rhonda, like you said, Rhonda had seen Samantha's announcement. Actually, I had a conversation with Rhonda Saturday, Sunday, something like that, over the weekend. I had a conversation with her, and it was about something else entirely, but this was one of the conversations we had. about KU and moving out of KU and wanting to like redo her whole website because she's like, I was in KU so long, there was no reason to have a web store. It wasn't a priority. And she goes, now I'm like doing all the things.
But like everything, things change. Right.
Yeah.
And I respect her decision that for her business that.
And everybody has to do what they need to do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not everyone's the same. So
thank you guys. BookFunnel is super easy.
Krista, I'm so happy to see you say that.
Yeah.
And their customer service is really awesome too. Click on Ames. Ames, sister, I'll hook you up. I will hook you up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
When we get closer, just PM me, and when we have all the deets out, and you decide that's what you want to do, and what level you want to go with,
we'll figure it out.
Just PM me, and then I'll hook you up. Don't worry about
it. The audiobooks. So this is something that we're trying to do. Yes.
No, we will do.
We will do. We just haven't gotten there yet, but I think by this time next week, because one of the things I have been shocked to find out, because I've never done my own audiobooks until now. Wickedest Secrets will be the first audiobook I'm doing indie. There's no publisher. I didn't use, an audio publisher. My agent didn't. We did everything different. I picked the narrators. I'm doing everything.
Right.
With the help of a production company, thank God, because I don't know enough about it. Anyway, I was shocked to find out that in most cases on most platforms, you can't pre-order an audiobook. And I was like, what? That makes zero sense to me.
0 cents.
And so I was like, well, screw that. I'm going to start offering pre-orders for my audiobooks on my site, because I'm one of those people, if I want something, I want to pre-order it and know I'm going to get it when I want it. So I can't be alone, right?
So the plan is for next week in the VIP Shayla Black newsletter, First to Know, you'll see audiobook pre-orders available on the Shayla store. So that's the plan. And then we'll be talking about that on Wicked Wednesday next week.
Yeah.
From a secret location.
Yes. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. Follow Kickstarter and you can purchase it when it goes live. Thank you, Eve. Yes, you got it, girl. Send the link for Forbidden Confession. Again, you got it. Hang on a hot second.
You have it there still.
Okay. I think I still got it.
I hope that's the right one.
I hope it is too. If it's not right, please let me know.
KM, go back and see if that was the one.
Hang on. Again. I'm doing the things. My mouse is just a little funky. You're
so slow.
Do you want to hush it?
Just click on Zoom, make sure that was the right link. Click on Zoom and so I can see that that's the right link. Yes, you're right link.
Okay. I know, I knew that. Oh my gosh. You're making it hard for me.
You act like I have control issues, Shayla Black.
Oh, no.
You act like I want to drive. And when I drive, it drives you insane. No, except in the car now. She likes to be driven.
Yeah, I don't.
Miss Daisy likes to be driven.
Yeah. Yes.
She says, home, James, home.
Okay, that's why I'm willing to take the grief from the kids and families about CDs. Pay once and it's physically mine.
No, you're right, Jan.
It's totally true. And I still have audio CDs of tons of my books, and we've had them on sale forever. But I know a lot of people are like me. I don't even have a CD player anymore.
Getting companies to press those CDs anymore.
They don't do it anymore.
And it's expensive to get them pressed too. But I hear you on that. It's like music, right?
With Kobo Plus, do the books stay in the collection that are downloaded? So it works like KU does. I think you can have a finite number of books at a time. With KU, I believe it's 20 now. It used to be 10. You can have up to 20 books at a time in Kindle Unlimited. I don't know what Kobo's number is, but it'll be a finite number. And so, no, you don't own them. Once you have read it, if you want to return it, it's not really, it works more like a lending library system than it does. It's not like you're buying a product, consuming it, and then returning it. It's like a library where they're lending it to you. You have it for a finite period of time. And you read it, and then you return it when you're done. That's how pretty much all the subscriptions work book-wise. But there were other authors who scammed on KU. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and they weren't even really authors. I mean, there's a lot of, and probably what we're dealing with a lot right now is people and there are people on YouTube telling you to do this. This is what's horrifying to me.
Which is kind of fraud, but
it's 100% fraud. They're telling you.
I had business law, but I didn't get my
well, it's a gray area, and that's the problem. And Amazon's TOSs aren't exactly written for this, but they need to be. They need to be updated, because what's happening is people are going to some sort of AI, generated. They'll say, write a so-and-so book, like 50,000 word book about here's this character and here's this character, and they fall in love by doing XYZ and go.
And they publish a book.
And they publish that book, even though that book,
which is just creatively insane.
Well, not only is it insane, in a lot of cases, it's apparently incomprehensible. It's not really a story that gels together because it's not built for
One thing I've noticed with the AI,
but that's what's happening. People are uploading.
One thing I've noticed, well, because it's content, right? It's just words, and they hope to get paid for it.
Yeah.
AI is very wordy.
Oh, it's 100%.
It doesn't get
it's
to
funny,
actually. It struggles to get to the point.
Yeah.
And I think it will struggle with plot. I think it will struggle with characterization. They'll never be able to duplicate your characters. So,
an author on TikTok says she's tried other platforms like Ingram Spark. Okay, well, Ingram Spark and Amazon do totally different things, and you have to know how to use them properly. Ingram Spark, they will distribute your ebook for you if you want, but it's silliness to do that when you can go directly to every platform and not pay yet another middleman to distribute your book. So Ingram Spark really is meant for your print books to try to get the distribution beyond Amazon. So Ingram Spark, especially if you offer returns and the standard discount, which I think is 53% for bookstores, then you may get picked up by indie bookstores or chains or, whatever, depending. And some of those deals you really have to work out and work through, but they're not going to touch you if you don't offer returns in the standard discount for print titles. You're not going to make any money, frankly, just you're doing your ebooks through Ingram Spark. Like I said, they'll do it for you, but they take a cut out of the cut that Amazon's already taken. Like it doesn't make sense. Is Kobo like KU? Yeah, exactly.
You pay a monthly fee.
So I believe right now it is $7.99 to read, basically unlimited. If you want the read and audio option, it's $9.99, which is what KU is for just reading. So if you are also an audiobook person, then you may really benefit from Kobo Plus. I've had some feedback from some readers saying they don't like the Kobo interface as much because it doesn't offer like how long you have till the end of the chapter, and it doesn't exactly tell you what % you are through the book and stuff. I don't read like that, so those things don't bother me, but
I'm a little jaded because I love the Kobo folks. We love the Kobo folks.
They're incredibly sweet and supportive.
Awesome individuals. It's an awesome company. They'll always work with you as an author, and most all your books are in Kobo Plus.
Yeah, they are. Let's see. Does anyone know if you have Kobo, if the Kobo readers are different? I don't know, because for a long time they didn't sell them in the States, and I guess they do now.
I don't know the current
iteration of them.
Yeah, no. We had one a couple years ago, but I don't know.
But I know they continue to put out new ones, so that wouldn't surprise me. Is there a higher level than you want at all? There's a higher level, Susan, than there was. This is for Kickstarter. If y'all we're bouncing subjects, it's fine. There's a higher level this time than there was last time because there are some more books and specialer books. So you'll see. Specialer. I made that word up for today. Dang it!
You made a word up the other night too. I didn't know what it was. So felt like everything was all right. I just had to check on you.
I'm a trailblazer. Yeah, you know what? I've always been. It's funny because the new trend of having all of these flowers on a dark background, this is like the thing now. Everybody wants to have these beautiful flowers on a dark background, and I'm looking at everybody with these beautiful flowers on dark backgrounds, and I'm like, Lexi Blake and I
did that on Masters of Menage
like 7 years ago, you guys. Seriously, It's
thanks to Rachel.
Yeah, like 7 years ago, I had this idea. Now everybody's like, wow, look, it's flowers on black. And I'm like, okay.
Been there, done that.
Yep.
Check the box.
Check. But that's happened to me a lot, honestly. I seem to be ahead of curves and I don't. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to ask. Thank you, Dawn. Yes.
She is so giddy.
I'm so excited.
She is giddy over this thing.
Okay. Hang on. I have to do
Oh,
this
sweet.
with.
Now that's lit.
I know.
Do not start a fire.
No,
I'm
not
flammable.
going to. Okay, so first of all, tonight's candle is Island Papaya, which actually smells really, it's
okay. I'll hold it.
It's nice.
Oh, you already took one out, so that's good job.
Oh, hush.
Good job, Shayla.
Okay, so this, I was stupidly excited, Joe. So this is from Bath and Body Works. I want you to understand this. So this is what it looks like unlit. It's got like a snow globey effect. You can either, do this or whatever. But I was like, they had it 40% off on one of their latest sales. And I was like, and it was sold out at Christmas. I wanted this at Christmas. And I was like, so stupidly excited for this because I'm like, I need this in my office. So yeah, you flick this little switch and the light comes on and then it, and which I know is glary here. But it's glary. It's really in person. It's really pretty. It does not look super glary.
Yeah.
But the snow globey thing, there's like a little.
It's very diamondish.
Yeah. It's like all this. It's like their snow globe is lit up and it's going all the time.
Yeah, I can't. It's not doing anything.
I know, but I have been very excited about this.
Okay, that can go back. Okay. It's relit for you.
Thank you.
Do not burn me. Tonight is not a hot wax session between you and I.
Cute. Okay.
All right. Good Lord.
There we go.
Good Lord.
So thank you for asking, Dawn. I was waiting for somebody to ask me because I was very excited about it. Okay. I know. He just shakes his head and he's like, not happy. What's this? Come to Cambridge, Ontario. I wish I could. Canada is one of those places that Melissa, we've been trying to get to forever. But every author I know who's not Canadian, who has come up and brought their books, has trouble with the VAT. And they're told they're not allowed to sell their books. Like it's a whole thing. It would have to be figured out. I don't want to be breaking any rules.
But we love the Canada.
I do. I want to go so bad.
Remember our times in Canada?
I do.
When we were dating.
Let's see. Hi, Beverly. Your son-in-law is in the hospital. Oh my gosh. I am Beverly. So sorry, Beverly. I hope everything goes well. We will be sending all of our love and prayers. It's been a hard week, you guys. There's so much else going on. And it's been a really hard week. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on. Something happened this week, so we really can't talk about it.
And it wasn't unexpected.
Something to us, but something really close to us,
somebody very dear to us. And it's so hard and horrifying. And so sorry.
I can't talk about it either.
I can't talk about it either. It's just
it's tough. It's tough. But
really,
we thank you guys for being here with us.
Yeah.
This is the brightest part of our week.
This week has just been so incredibly difficult.
You don't have any tissues on your table?
No, they're over there.
Why would you? My tissues are always available.
I know, because
I don't know.
Let's see. On that note, we'll be able to get the last two Heavenly Rising on CD. You have the first two. I am still trying to get somebody to commit to do the confession. We've gone a few rounds with a few narrators, and timing wise, like nothing is working out right now. I'm going to keep you posted. I'm waiting to hear about a new narrator this week. I'm hoping that he will come through. And it's somebody I'm really excited about who previously wasn't available and now looks like he might be. So as soon as I know for sure, they won't be on CD, but they will be available for download. And, so the confession will be on its way as soon as I can get all the balls rolling. It's just been trying to coordinate it's like herding cats, for Christ's sake. It's really bad. Hey, Cat.
Cat Hill is in the house.
I am so glad you made it, Cat.
Cat the Great is
We have our friends with us today. This is so nice.
Makes us feel good.
It does. Let's see. When you want a book, you want it to be yours. Yeah, I totally get that. I wish you guys, I tend to read more ebooks than print books just because I'm that weird person who wants to, I carry my iPad almost with me everywhere anyway. And then sometimes he'll go to sleep before me and I don't want to keep my lamp on. Not lately, but I don't want to keep my lamp on and keep him awake. So
you won't keep me awake.
Keeping my iPad, well, I always felt guilty about it. I did. So anyway.
Job well done on my part.
You saw an article that AI is writing a book. Well, it's
it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, they're just not very good.
If you put enough parameters in it,
I
bet it will do a fairly decent job.
But I understand it has a limit on the number of words it will output per question or whatever. Right. Not that I've spent any time doing this, but I saw an article about somebody trying to do this, and they were saying like it took a hot minute because it only outputs so many words at a point, but you could probably still do it in 2 or 3 days.
Boy, it's just,
which is just, but they're saying it's nonsensical.
You got to take if you're trying to do it right and you put the right parameters in there to get a decent short story or what have you out of it. How lazy are you that you just don't take that stuff and write a freaking book? And have to have someone write it to have software to write it for you. It drives me insane.
Rhonda, Golden isn't alone in talking about the dangers of AI. I know Kim Grosso's been really outspoken about it too. I think the problem is that the genie is out of the bottle and there's no putting it back in.
It's gone. It's over.
So the question is now, how do we find parameters to make it not be abused?
You'll never be able to regulate it.
No.
Okay, which is what our leaders would love to do and tax it somehow. But there's got to be some guardrails somewhere.
Something.
But I don't know how you do that. Well, it's open source, right?
It's open source, and part of the problem is unlike where kids are apparently using AI for term papers, it will spit out the same term paper repeatedly.
But that's now. But in 5 years, it's learning every day.
And that's just it. Yeah. And so there is among authors, narrators, artists, photographers, all of us are like, I hope there isn't a day where people value, an AI based product more than they value, the actual human product. But on the flip side, I can say this. Let me give you for instance. I will probably at some point do an AI audiobook on for Watch Me. It's one of my older titles. It had an audiobook with a narrator I didn't like. I can't resell it. It's probably not worth it to me to spend the $4,000 to $5,000 it would take to have a human narrate this book. I would probably never see that money back. So it leaves me the options of have zero audiobook or have an AI audiobook. And there are a lot of authors who are, especially ones just starting, who can't afford to spend $4,000 or $5,000 a book or more, depending on the length of their titles, to have them narrated by humans. And so they're choosing AI narration.
Or you do a really short one like Watch Me and you recruit your husband to do it.
I don't see you doing.
Problem is you can't afford me. That's the problem.
I also don't see you doing accents well.
Oh my God. I am Cat the Great knows and Cat Ames, Shannon. You guys
help me
know.
Help me out.
Nikki, Nicole, you guys all know.
Yeah,
the accent
you all
king.
Know
y'all
the
know.
Accent king.
Holy shit.
Jan, that's another thing. Pirating and Amazon, if you're in KU, because and a lot of people don't know this. And when I go to book signings, they're like, are your books in KU? And I'm like, nope, they are not. And they're not going to be. And then there's that occasional person who's unhappy with me. And they're like, you just don't want us to read, as much as we want to read. And I'm like, No, that's not it. I would love for you to read all that you can read.
And you can't say that we don't try, because we did put the compilation of Rain Falling, Unbroken Rain Falling with Jenna Jacob in KU. Now, at the end of that 90 days, may pull it out, but we'll see.
But beyond that, it's in libraries. I've gone out of my way to make things available in libraries. You can read all you want from a library. Right. It's that, the thing is, I know people like KU because it's easy, but the reality is that, yes, from an author perspective, if your book has been pirated, and because Amazon forces you to put all your eggs in their basket, you are not allowed to load that book up anywhere, not even your own website.
Right.
So it must be exclusive completely to Amazon. You can have your audio and your print someplace else, but not your ebooks. And so what happens is, I have seen this more than once. An author will get their author account shut down at Amazon because somebody has pirated their book who's overseas and doesn't care at all if you send them a notification telling them they're breaking the law, because in their country it's not against the law and they don't care, and you can't make them take it down. And so Amazon says, I'm sorry, we're terminating your account. If you're exclusively a KU author, you don't have a readership anyplace else,
which is yet again a reason to sell books on our site. Right, you got to have a disaster recovery plan. Susan, yes, please PM me and we'll work through that.
There is a news story about it, how AI used her daughter's voice to call the mom and pretend to be kidnapped. Oh my gosh.
So what's the first thing you say? Let me talk to her and have her answer a question that only she would know.
She would know, yeah.
But that's sick. It's sick, but we have a lot of sickos out there anyway, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yet again, no, you didn't actually, Kat, because right now is just the follow period. So if you haven't already, just go hit notify me on launch. And on launch, which is around May 5th, then you'll get all the graphs and charts, honey. We will have so much awesome, fun stuff for you.
Oh, Kat, we'll walk through it all just for you.
Yeah.
It'll be the cat graph.
Yeah.
And, we got a X and Y axis, and that's about all I remember. There's a plane over here.
That for sure. Exactly.
What's that one graph? It said, hang around and find out, or what is it? It says,
I don't know.
Fuck around. I forget the term.
I don't know.
It's how much you screw around is how much you get paid back. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
It's a scale.
Let's see. I am obviously very behind.
You were very behind, Shayla Black.
I am. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trying. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, guys. I'm just like, and I'm struggling to read because these contacts are not my best. Just saying.
Would you like a musical interlude?
No. We'll see. Does anyone find themselves pushing a word on a page in a paperback because you could look it up on the e-reader? Oh, that's awesome.
That's cute.
You're the same way with your Kindle, but I've been buying both ebooks and paperbacks lately. You're nuts. Yeah.
That's not nuts.
No, that's a lot of people do that. And there's a lot of people. This is another thing. I think Brenda's going to say yes. So a lot of people are saying that they like to have the ebook or the print book and the audio at the same time. So they're reading and listening at the same time. Baby likes to do that.
That's interesting.
And I've done it. And it is really cool because you get it. You listen more than you read, but you get inferences that sometimes it's hard for narrators, like when they have a character who's thinking a thought and then they say something right after that. It's very hard for a narrator to distinguish between the internal thought and the actual spoken dialogue. But if you're reading and listening, you can tell which is which very easily. So it's almost like you're just perusing down the page as you're hearing somebody saying it, but you're still getting both experiences. So I kind of dig that. Explain AI books. So it would be like right now you could go to an AI site and tell it something like, and this is what kids are apparently doing with term papers.
AI, artificial intelligence. Yeah.
It's saying like, I need a biology term paper about cell synthesis that's, 4 pages or more. And it will spit out a term paper about cell synthesis, and so what's happening is kids they're not doing the research, they're not writing it. And the same can be said for all kinds of things. So now you're getting a lot of people using AI to craft business letters or help you write resumes. I mean, some of them aren't bad uses.
Because books, and I see why they're doing it in books, because KU and the all you can eat is a volume business. It's not a margin business, it's a volume business. And the more you put out there, the more people consume, the more they're going to get paid.
Yeah. And it's actually, Teresa, that is what's happening. There, we already know authors who are out there, who are trying to learn the AI system. There are people on YouTube telling you can make a fortune if you can learn the AI system to teach you to write books using AI and then publish them. And they're like, if the first pen name doesn't work, all you have to do is close that account, open a new one, start another pen name, and start over until you learn the AI. And I'm like, that is disgusting and awful. So
we've gotten too lazy.
People have gotten lazy, right? So I'm just saying. What'd you say, Melissa? You lost your hubby. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you. Oh,
darling.
Sorry. So sorry. I totally understand wanting to find your escape.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
If I can help you in any way escape, then I feel blessed that something I've said.
And when you can set aside real life for just a little while, sometimes it's a blessing. It really is.
Well, that is the goal at some point, because we feed our family and all that kind of good stuff too. You do have to make some business decisions along the way, but I would still never resort to using AI to write a book. Like that comes from someplace deeply personal. And I know that there are people trying to scam the system to make money. There are always going to be those people. I'm just waiting for Amazon to try to crack down on them, because honestly, it took them a while to crack down on click farms, but they finally did. It took them a while to crack down on plagiarizers, but they finally did.
They won't do it unless they have to.
Unless they're forced to. Yeah.
And the antitrust stuff makes them do stuff.
Yeah.
Any company like that makes them do stuff.
Eve has a point. You sound like a drunk Muppet when you're trying your...
What are you saying there, Eve? I know what you're saying.
Yeah. By different ones, you mean, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he means.
Oh my God, Tad is the sexiest man alive. I think we can all agree.
You're leaving KU over the next year. It's not an easy thing to do. I know as an author, for some people that's really been their bread and butter. But I think if we were to coordinate and stand up and be like, no, we don't accept exclusivity.
Right.
As a way of doing business, it benefits you way more than it benefits us. Yeah. Some are using AI for older books, which is understandable due to cost. Yeah. No, it can't. It 100% can't. And frankly, if I did an AI version of Watch Me, if I sold 10 of them, I would be surprised. It's not a book that I talk about a lot. It's not connected to a series. It's, like I said, it's a book I think I wrote in 2008 or something.
Just to see what it does.
Yeah.
I guess that's Samantha Cole.
Oh, hi, Samantha. We were just talking about you, dear.
Hey, Samantha. I haven't seen you since Kansas City.
Yeah. I hate cheaters. 100%. I hate cheaters too. And like I said, I see good uses for AI. If you want help writing a resume or a cover letter, or you struggle with the right things to say in a certain situation, I don't see any harm against something like that personally, but that's a decision that every individual would have to make. I vociferously object to trying to write a book using AI, just saying. I have so many ebooks purchased through Zon from various authors, wondering if it would be better to purchase future books from a different platform. You know what? That's a totally personal thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of prefer the Apple platform myself personally. When I'm reading, they have more like styles, and I can change the style.
But you have to use their app to read the book.
Yes.
Right? So it's a different experience regardless.
It is.
But yeah, you finding the Apple versus the Kindle app is better for you. But some people find Google Play. I mean,
okay. Versus, I will tell you the one thing about, downloading from my site. If you're using BookFunnel, you can pick whichever format you want. If you like to read on the Kindle app, you can choose the format for Kindle and it will deliver to your Kindle. If you like the Apple format, you can choose the Apple format. It will deliver to your Apple reader. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't provide PDFs because they're too piratable. But other than that, you can pretty much read in any way if you download a book through BookFunnel from my site.
I think Brenda hit the nail on the head here. Star Trek and Lost in Space taught us the dangers of AI.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Oh, I didn't know this. Can't give your ebook for free for contests even.
Oh, you can't?
I did not know that. That is insanity.
I didn't know that.
Wow. I had no idea. Thank you for telling me. I really didn't know that. I think a lot of books would not interest me. There are thousands of enemies to lovers romance, but it's very unique. Yeah. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Jean.
Everybody has their own spin on something. And I realized that kind of the other day. I was looking at titles for things, which made me kind of do a deep dive into, what people are writing in a certain trope. And I was like, okay, see, that's not the way I would have looked at that. And that doesn't make it bad. It just makes it, your approach is this and my approach is that. And that's 100% cool. Mm-hmm. There's a book for everybody. I just, I know that sometimes I tend to look at certain things in a way that maybe not other people do. I'm offbeat. I get it. I know this.
You march to your own drum.
I do.
Let's be honest.
I always have. So I am not surprised, frankly, that there's, other people look at, for instance, enemies to lovers in a different way than I do. That's not surprising. And I think, but that's a good thing, I think, because you might like my approach. You might like somebody else's approach. You might like both approaches. That's cool. It's not like they need exclusivities Amazon. Yeah, well, no, they aren't. But this is the way they're trying to, they don't want their competition to succeed. And basically all the competition,
just like any business, right?
All the competition has roughly the same terms. They take the same standard 30%. Amazon is also in other ways harder to do business with. If you need to change like no other platform will tell you can't move your pre-order out more than 60 days except Amazon.
Right.
And Amazon will be like, okay, well, you have to move it 30 and then you have to wait and then you have to move it 30 again. But if you want it more than that, then we're going to penalize you and you can't upload another book for a year. Like, there are so many rules that nobody else has. They really make themselves hard to do business with. Sorry, but it's true. Yeah. So let's see. La, 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 la.
Sharon's asking about Baby, how she's doing on book 2.
Baby is working. It's funny because she sent me some chapters and she wanted my opinion. And, she did the opposite of the, of the newbie mistake. The newbie mistake is when you start your story way, like in the way out here. And you're like, I'm going to go back 6 months and tell you everything that happened before we get to something important. Baby kind of did the opposite. She kind of skipped so far forward that I was like, okay, hang on. I know this because I read the previous book, but if I didn't read the previous book, right, I might be a little confused about why we're in this moment right here. But if you go back just a little bit and give me some of this over here. And she goes, well, I'm going to tell you about it later. And like, but I want to feel what she's feeling as she's feeling it. And I can't do that if I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's just incredible to see her go through the process, right?
It is.
Getting through the first book was tough.
Yeah.
But she got it done, did a great job with a lot of help from folks, but she got it done. And I think a lot of you know who you are. And book 2 is just seeing she take those learnings and then now hitting even more opportunities.
What I love about it, as it's so funny. So as an author, I love seeing her. You can tell when somebody's on the right track because they're asking the right questions.
Right.
So when the question she's asking me now, I'm like, yes, I know she's thinking about this, and I know she's thinking through it because she's asking me the right questions, which is awesome. And the funnier thing is, as a mom, when she has to take a step back and ask me things about how, if it were, for instance, my sex scene, would I do it this way or this way? And we have these really down and dirty conversations, and he's like, la, 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 la.
No, I leave the room. I close my door.
It doesn't even occur to me. I don't think of her as my daughter in that moment.
As a contemporary.
She's a contemporary. Yeah, that's really, so it's interesting. And then later on, I'll be like, oh, I just had that really, filthy conversation with my child. Oops. But, she's an adult now.
No, she's not. She's a baby.
Yeah. You know what, Fong, thank you. I know you do. And I know a lot of you also do that. And we appreciate that so much. You also read along. Okay. See, baby loves to do that. And it never occurred to me until I did it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
I'm a big picture book guy.
Yeah, I know you are.
I like pictures with little words at the bottom.
Professors are cracking down on those papers. They have to. Oops, hang on. Yep.
Likes and dislikes. Turn-ons, turn-offs.
Yeah, this is not a centerfold.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, let's see. La 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 la. People are afraid to do actual work anymore. It's kind of true.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
Kind of sad.
But I won't say it's not everybody. It's just you hear about the
particularly heinous. It's true.
The small set of individuals that may be
of assholes
gaming the system.
Yeah.
Right. And it makes it seem larger than it is.
It is. But on the other hand, it's like you never hear. It's like if you're in customer service, you never hear or rarely hear about the people who are extraordinarily happy.
Right.
You hear about the people who are extraordinarily unhappy.
They don't have a need to call in. They don't have a need to call in.
Yeah. You know what, Nikki? And that's probably true. There are too many people running through my head. So, yeah.
Okay, click on Shannon. Okay. Tad sounds like someone that would do naked hot yoga. Yeah. Shannon and I had a 4-hour conversation last night about naked hot yoga. And I think that's something I need to learn. Because I'd be really good at it.
A click farm, Gene, is literally people who sit there. So KU is paid to authors not by the time you download the book or the amount of time you read. It's paid literally as people flip through a book. So click farms were literally people clicking through the book as fast as they humanly can. They would just hire people, usually overseas, to click through a book as fast as they humanly could. So that's, yeah.
Not even overseas.
Not even.
But, I mean, it was
happening all over, too, but yeah. So anyway.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you. Yeah. Did you just call me insane? Well, you know what, Rebecca, he understands that we are similar. Let's just say that.
Rebecca, yes, that is a legal definition. Yeah. That's a legal term, yes.
Your name isn't showing, if that's still you, Samantha, because if you joined through the book Beauties, then you have to give permission to StreamYard to show your name. If you joined through the like page or YouTube, it would show your name.
I'm sorry, StreamYard for everybody.
StreamYard is for everybody, yeah.
We're eventually gonna.
Yeah, we're probably going to go straight to YouTube at some point. We just keep having problems with Facebook. So, anyway.
And Ruth, hopefully she just did that. So
I think so. Yeah. Let's see.
There she is. She's there.
Oh, yay! You got it. Perfect. I ordered from Kobo partly because I like the option of downloading the book to keep. Yeah, absolutely. That they won't carry it, and they pulled it off. Absolutely. Wow. And that's happened to me too. So again, that's another reason to order from an author's store. We don't have that ability. Once you buy a book, it is yours.
I don't need any more power. Trust me.
No,
I have plenty of power
give him
now.
More. Yeah, please don't give him any more. It would be bad. It would be bad.
Me head's getting big.
I know. Okay.
Gene just canceled KU.
You know what? I've heard a lot of people doing that as well. I still have mine. I don't use it that much. I'll be honest. Yeah, a lot of people are definitely audio people. I love a good audio book. I don't listen as much as, if I had unlimited audiobooks, you guys, everybody knows me, knows I have my ears in all the time.
You love it. Yeah.
I would never get any work done because I would sit there and listen to books all the time.
If we were still doing treks across the country, when my parents were on one coast and her parents were on the other, that was a great time for her to do that, but not so much anymore.
If you were just starting out and wanted to publish an ebook, what would be your recommendation? Well, I would, okay. So it depends. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on what you're writing.
Yeah. And it depends on what your goals are. For some people, they just wanted for some people to read their book, and I would put it across every platform if that's your goal, or if longevity is your goal, because I always knew, having been around 25 years, I could tell you Amazon or anybody acting in the vein of a publisher was going to screw you. It was just a matter of when and how badly. Mm-hmm. They're a business. It's not like I'm picking on them personally, but every publisher I've ever written with or for will find a way to screw you eventually because it helps their bottom line. Period.
Well, every company is going to try to find a way
in their best interest,
maximize every visit, every purchase, every dollar spent on their or click on their site. Yeah. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. So if you were trying to publish now, I would tell you a lot of people when they started got on KU because you had better visibility on Amazon, which was and still is really the dominant player, right? But over time, I think at least my numbers bear this out. And I've talked to some of my contemporaries, and a lot of them, their numbers bear that out too. If you stay wide long enough, you will find that your numbers skew less and less and less Amazon as you find ways to pick up readers on other platforms, which I have done. My numbers now tend to be a lot closer to 50-50, and this month is actually running less than 50% Amazon, and I am not unhappy about that. I want people to find my books wherever they want them.
But again, choosing a retailer is just one step of that.
Oh yeah.
The other piece, which we've learned and continue to learn the hard way, how best to market your books, how to get the word out about them, and to have those dual strategies, because it's a never-ending struggle to make sure your books are seen by existing readers and, of course, new readers as well. So,
yeah. So,
and unfortunately, that costs some bucks.
What's that? It's amazing how much substructure food goes into writing. Oh yeah, like physical space, time, staying consistent. Yes, all of that, and everybody I know has their own way of dealing with that. If you are writing, if you are thinking of writing, and you like to organize your thoughts, I deeply recommend Scrivener. It's not the easiest program to use, but once you learn to compile, which is, trying to take all of the chunks of your book, which it allows you to break it out into chunks, and then you compile it into one file. It will make EPUBs, it will make print documents, it will make it in Word, it will make it in RTF, it will make it in PDF, it will make it in whatever you want to make it in.
The one above that. Thank you, Kat. She's talking about Book Bonanza.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So thank you, Kat. Can't wait to see you.
I'm looking forward to seeing you. I get to hug your
See
neck.
everybody.
I know. Well, Jean says she's not going this year, and Loretta said she couldn't get a ticket this year. I has sad. Let's see. Yoga or yogurt?
Yoga. Hot naked yoga.
Yeah, here we go. Samantha is saying there's a picture of a woman at a click farm with 30 Kindles in front of her, and she would flip one page after another. And yeah, they're not actually reading. They're just clicking. You knew that somebody was going to game the system. So yeah. Kobo has always been your preference. They're incredibly sweet people.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're salt of the earth people.
It's good to know that awesome. BookFunnel is, those are yours to keep if you buy it from BookFunnel. If you buy it directly from an author, we have no power or ability to take a book off your device. Not that we want to.
If there is a drawback to it, and I'm honest about this stuff, you're not going to get updates via that. So if that book is updated, we'll probably relaunch. BookFunnel doesn't have a way of providing an update to you that I know of. Like Amazon does.
Yeah, if they would tell us, that would be awesome. But what's this? Yeah, that was another way Amazon is screwing authors. They paid out pennies for an 8-hour book. That's true. In the Audible romance package, it was literally something like, we pay for the content, and they tell us when it can come out. Right. They tell us what the price is. We're not even allowed to set our own price. But in the Audible romance package, then they would tell you for an 8-hour audiobook. I literally heard of people getting paid something like 34 cents.
Insane.
Yeah, you can't even afford to do an ebook at that point.
Oh, Nicole's getting hail right now.
Oh no, that's not Nicole. Good. That's not good. You need to peruse yourselves to see what. Yeah, absolutely, Christina. Okay. Let me know.
Okay, I was upset before. Now I'm really upset. Jana was not able to get a ticket to Book Bonanza.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jana. And I've had a few people reach out to me, and they're like, "Do you have an extra?" We didn't even get the chance.
We get an author and an assistant,
and they usually ask us like, "You can have one more ticket if you want it." They didn't ask us this year, so I don't think that was even an option this year.
He's not potent enough.
Maybe I don't know who to ask either. So.
And I think Jan just gave us our great transition.
Hang on. Louise said something. When I first started buying books through Zon, not a KU book, I didn't realize. Yep. It was also from removed. Yep. If check and see if your favorite authors have their own stores, because like I said, going forward, the versions you get from my store are going to be special versions. They're going to be versions with some graphics. They're going to be versions with a digital signature. They're going to be nicer versions than you're going to get, on all the other platforms. Just saying. Hi, Cindy. It's good to see you. You're still on the wait list.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I hope you hear back soon.
Yes, Jan. As a matter of fact.
Transition Jan. Yes. She just transitioned us. That's awesome.
Do have to address one more thing, you guys. If you read the newsletter today, then in the morning, we are going to be Jenna Jacob and I had a lot of long conversation. You guys, to do the commitment properly is going to take us somewhere around 4 or 5 months. It's a monster book. I have so much going on, and I'll be honest. She's got things in her life. I've got things in my life. The other thing that when we originally thought, oh, this will be a great date. We'll do it, July, August of 23. It'll be fantastic. I had no idea I was going to get back all the Doomsday Brethren books. It's a bigger, heavier lift than I thought it was going to be. And to give that justice also, it's so much to try to do, you guys.
The commitment is a huge commitment.
It is a huge commitment
because of how many pages it's going
to be. And neither one of us want to do any of this half-assery business. It's, we didn't come this far and didn't write 500,000 words already to half-ass the ending of this. So yeah, we're pushing it out. We don't have a date yet. If you ordered through my store and you want a refund, we will 100% refund you. Otherwise, I'm just going to ask you to be patient because it's something we want to do, but we want to do it right. So if you didn't know, if you didn't see that in the newsletter, then I wanted you to know, I wanted you to hear it from me, and I wanted you to hear, kind of what we're thinking at this point, but we will keep you posted as we know things.
So what it's going to force us to do, and you guys that have pre-ordered it on the Shayla Black site and on some of the retailers, we're just basically going to be shutting that down at the retailers. It'll still be up on the Shayla store, and we'll be moving that date eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But just so don't be surprised you get an email from Amazon or Barnes & Noble saying, hey, this pre-order is no longer existing or something. But trust me, the book will be written. It will be written.
It will.
It's knowing this woman, it's got to be right. And she's got to be able to dedicate the right amount of time to get it done. So,
yeah.
And Jenna too. So,
and Jenna too. And they're just, there's a lot
sucks
of,
when you have to do it.
Yeah. There's just a lot of moving parts. And, when somebody suddenly says, hey, you have the rights to 7 books back that you weren't expecting, it is just something that's going to take some time. Fong, the Wicked and Devoted series got rebranded a couple of months ago as Wicked Lovers Soldiers for Hire. So yeah, if you're not finding anything, if you're searching for Wicked and Devoted, they're now Wicked Lovers Soldiers for Hire, Lord. And you can see the rebranding on my website also. So if you just go to shaylablack.com/books, you'll see them sitting there. So it's awesome. And we also changed the covers to red, which is kind of one of my favorite colors, just saying.
Thank you guys for the support, by the way.
Appreciate
I see
it,
all
you
your
guys.
comments there. You're really sweet.
I know everybody's disappointed. I'm disappointed. Believe me, I'm disappointed.
And we will not be using chat AI to make that book. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. Let's see. You are talented in all kinds of stuff, Rebecca. I appreciate that. We want you to come steal beer from us. I'm just saying.
Okay. Taste time.
Yes.
I got a timeout. Taste time. Okay. Healthy transition here.
Oh, well I don't know. It's not healthy.
Maybe not so healthy. Like I said, 6-7 months ago, I was perusing the Sam's Club and I saw this item, and Shayla and I were just dead set losing weight, and like we are now, we're doing really well.
Well, one of us is doing better than others.
Well, we're doing well. We're doing well.
When your job is on your ass, it is a little more challenging. I'm just saying.
No, if your job is on your ass, you're on OnlyFans. Anyway, so I saw this item and I passed on it. This was here.
Well, no, you have to go back. Not only did you pass on it, I was vociferously pissed about it.
This is Shayla's one of favorite flavors. Not necessarily in this context, but one of Shayla's favorite flavors. And so, I saw it in Sam's last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I picked it up and I thought we're going to give it a try. It is the world famous Girl Scout cookie flavored mint and chip.
No.
Chocolate.
Girl Scout thin
mint
pretzels.
Yes. What did I say?
You said mint and chip.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
It's thin mint. Yeah.
Thin mint pretzels.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, no artificial flavors or colors, but don't read the ingredients. So
it's fine.
It'll just make you dizzy. It's fine. So you can have 4 of these for 130 calories.
Okay, hang on. Fong has a question. Oh. She meant how to update book funnel copy of Wicked for Hire if we had an old copy. I don't know that we don't know that book funnel automatically updates. But
actually, I upload them.
Yes.
I upload them.
Okay.
Write that down so I can research that.
Oh, I can't. You have the pen.
I don't have a pen.
Here. No, you have pens right there. You have all the pens on the other side of the desk.
Oh, you're writing it down?
No, you have to hand me a pen on the other side of the desk.
Write that down.
Okay.
I'll do some what I like to call investigation.
Research, yes.
A tadgation. Yes. Okay. So Rebecca can't do mints, but you can do mint chocolate. You can't do mint chocolate crap. Sorry about that. But
it's my favorite. Rebecca.
I saw this and I said, you know what? We have to give this a try. It looks pretty damn good. It's dark chocolate, thin mints. So we're going to break open the seal now. ASMR.
So you got them at Sam's, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still there or not, but
you only got those a couple weeks.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing. Then he brings them home after a Sam's run. He brings them home and he's like, look what I got. And I was like, oh my gosh, give them to me. I want to try. And he was like, no, you have to wait till Wednesday.
Yeah, not thin mint cookies, but these are thin mint pretzels. Look how much.
Because he just opened them.
Look how much you're in here. I'm pretty impressed with the packet, how much you're in there. Smell that.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Shayla. Heaven is only a bite away.
Here, these were sticking together.
Oh, should we do it? We could have done it together.
We could have. They were Siamese twins.
Am I the only romantic in this relationship? Okay.
Okay. Going in.
We're going in.
It's different. It's not what I expected. Let me start with that. The mint is definitely the top note.
There is no salty to it.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
I didn't taste it.
I did.
Taste it. I can't have any more, but here.
I don't need it. You know what? It is a lot like eating a Thin Mint cookie, but
you know what? These might have been at Costco. Now I think about it.
But you know how when you eat the Thin Mint cookie, like the crunchy of the cookie has a sweet note at the end. This definitely has a salty note at the end. And it's odd because I'm just not used to it.
It works with a pretzel.
It's
just not as good with a pretzel.
It's not.
Okay. So
like
I'm kind of on the border on that one. I'm not a big fan of that. Now
kind of with you on that.
With a cup of coffee?
No, that might be good.
After a drunk night?
That might be good.
You know, sitting around the fire outside and
Teresa says it. Pretzels should be salty. You like Thin Mints, but not on a pretzel. That's kind of
what's the company that I get those?
The smell is fantastic. From? But Nikki Ann, I'm going to tell you what right now. Your Andes chip, like those are those are one of my.
Those are next level.
This is
Nikki's
is okay.
Andes chips are next level.
Your cookies are insane.
Okay,
it's okay. You know me, I love any sort of mint and chip flavor, like a mint and chip ice cream. Shannon and I have the mint and chip ice cream.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, our shared opinion, and Shayla will agree with me.
Yeah.
I'd pass on that.
For
the cost, I would pass
honestly don't even know that I would eat more of them. Now, let me be fair.
I'll give it to the kids upstairs.
Let me be fair. If you're a pretzel person and you really like that salty sweet combination, this might be for you. I'm not a pretzel person. I'm not a salty person. And I'm definitely not a salty sweet person. I'm just like a sweet person. Just give me all the sweets. You can keep that salty stuff all like, you know what, Jana, I'm afraid to, because I have a chocolate cake and a chocolate cocoa candle, and I have cookie candles. Like every time I light them, I just want to eat.
Insane.
Yeah, I can't. So because I had a candle discussion with a few people on Facebook the other day, and some people were like, oh, I can't do the floral scents, and some people were like, I can't do the fruity scents, or I only like the fruity scents or whatever. And I was like, I just can't do the food scents, because then I just sit there and want to eat everything in sight, and I don't need to. I just don't.
Shannon, you're right. I sent Shannon a picture.
Yes.
24 cupcakes.
I would have.
In a thing. I think next time we're going to do that. Yeah. I'm going to buy the whole thing and share it with you guys.
See,
virtually.
Hit Nikki Ann's comment.
This one here?
Yeah. You know, sometimes.
Salted caramel is the bomb.
When people don't oversalt
Dairy Queen had a salted caramel blizzard at some time.
Did they really?
Holy shnikes, it was good.
Okay.
But salted caramel.
You know what? The smell of it, Dawn, was insane. I have to say, the smell of it was insane. But
I would save your money.
Yeah.
I would save your money.
You need this recipe. If you like chocolate chip cookies, but with Andes instead of chocolate chips.
Cookies, they're worth their weight in gold. They're worth their weight
Every
in gold.
time Nikki Ann sends me a package of those at Christmas, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas again. You're a salty person. And I know a lot of people who are.
At Sam's,
it's just not my thing.
Sam's, they have those salted caramel, like little chocolates.
Yeah.
In the jar. Mm-hmm. And it kills me to walk past that every time.
See,
of course, I'm a huge chocolate covered raisin fan from when I was a kid.
See, Samantha, that's one of my favorite candies in life. I'm not a candy person, but Andes, I could
Eve,
I could eat those
Eve, I have to tell you, I was at the Cracker Barrel picking up my coffee the other day, and yes, I like Cracker Barrel coffee. And they had chunky bars sitting there. They had 5 of them.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's right, the old timey candy.
I took a picture. I refrained from buying. Eve sends me these things. I eat them like they don't last long.
They don't. Every time Eve sends
they get in my belly.
Yeah.
And I knew if I bought them, I would eat them. So
Andy's mint and chip ice cream. There used to be a place near us that served
Milwaukee
it, and it was
Joe's.
so good. And
Milwaukee
they shut
Joe's,
down during COVID.
So good.
Oh my gosh. You know, you did make an Andy's fudge, and that was good too.
Yes, you did.
Plus, you were also the person who sent me those fudge Milky Way bars.
Dana gave us a ton.
Yes, a fudge.
Of fudge in Kansas City. It was so good.
It was. We had a fudge eating party, and lots of people came and ate fudge. It was so good.
Brenda's my kindred spirit with chocolate covered raisins.
Not for me.
As a kid, I loved it.
Not for me.
To this day, I love it.
I'm not a fan.
And it's just, I don't know what it is, but I love them.
No, not for me. So
I have to stay away from them though, because they're not good.
Oh, because I can remember we would go to movies and he would get a whole thing of Raisinets, and I would be like, are you really gonna eat all of those?
But the problem with Raisinets, it's like manufactured. I like the ones that they keep the homemade kind.
Yeah,
because I know that
we miss your candy store too, Gene, because I would have loved to have gone there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That sounded so awesome. And that all those shops on the square are so cute. So yeah.
Dana, we miss you.
Yes, absolutely,
Dana,
my friend. We miss a lot of you because I'm not getting to see as many peoples as normal.
I know.
But the not traveling is better for my mental health. I'm going to be honest.
Well, you can get books written. You can't write for shit.
Well, no, it makes me crazy. I can't write on the road, and it makes me crazy then to come home and be like, I'm so far behind.
See, Brenda.
I know. I mean, you too.
Separated at birth here. I don't know.
I guess so.
I think
I worry about you too.
Kindred spirits, my darling. Kindred spirits. So next week, guys, we're going to be we will
on
be
location.
The plan.
We'll see how this goes.
If plane trips work, we're leaving town Wednesday morning. Morning.
Yeah.
And the plan is to do Wicked Wednesday live from the remote location in another quadrant. And the plan is we should be able to go live.
If we don't have any lighting, we'll just talk in the dark. It's fine.
We'll still do something.
We'll do something.
The production values may not be quite the Shayla Black Studios.
Because we're not even going to have a microphone, are we? I just thought about that. We're not going to have a microphone.
We're going to be on a laptop like we did last time.
Yeah.
And no, we won't have a microphone.
Sorry. But
oh shit, I didn't think about that.
I did. I just now.
Well, we'll figure it out. You know, I've got.
Could I slip this in a suitcase?
No, I don't even have a. Does your thing have a port? It's not a mic port. It's an ear port, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can't even bring the lavaliers. Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Technical issues, not y'all's concern, our concern. I need to buy those damn remote things. Those little remotes that plug into your iPhone. That's what I need to buy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you go. I need to bring the candle holder with me. My mom would laugh at me.
Brenda got what my point was with the quadrant. Delta quadrant. Yes. You know
what
show that was?
No.
You know what show that was?
No.
Deep Space, not Deep Space Nine, but Star Trek.
The Next Generation?
No.
Okay.
Voyager.
I never watched a single episode.
They got stranded in the Delta Quadrant through a wormhole.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah. I watched the entire Deep Space Nine when it was on Netflix because I'd never really watched it. I loved it. A lot of people bashed on it. I loved it. I've not watched any of the
Picard,
the new stuff because we don't have CBS
All Access.
We don't have Paramount or anything. So,
how many of y'all are meeting next week? I don't know. 30-ish.
Yeah. 30-ish. Yeah.
30-ish. It's going to be a thing. So, anyway.
Yeah, Captain Janeway, who they replaced. They had hired an original Captain Janeway who was, what was her name? Vivian or Jacqueline. Anyway, she was a movie star.
Hi, Fifi.
And apparently couldn't handle the rigors of TV. And then they brought in.
See, and Brenda says Picard is freaking amazing, and
really?
so does Cindy. They're both saying Picard is great. You're gonna have to break down.
We're gonna have to see about maybe buying that. I don't know.
We are going on a trip next week, Gene.
Family trip.
So There will be the peoples there. Fifi wants love.
Yes, Fifi wants love.
Fifi has been especially clingy today. As I was getting ready, you guys, I have to tell you. So as I was getting ready for tonight, she came up to my makeup table a couple of times and rubbed up against me, wanted to get in the middle of my things, was rubbing up against me. I'm trying to get dressed. I'm running late. And she stands on the bed and cries at me until I get in the bed with her and have what she likes to call bed snuggles. If we don't have bed snuggles every day, Fiona May is not a very happy kitty. Just saying.
Yep.
So I had to pause and give Fiona bed snuggles before I came to visit y'all.
It's all about the snuggles.
It is always about the snuggles.
Shayla Black, say goodnight.
Good night,
We've kept
Shayla
these
Black.
good people for an hour and a half.
I know. We're just talkers.
I know. We just blab this.
But you guys came with great questions tonight.
It was
and
awesome interaction tonight. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I love
as always
and I'm happy to answer questions when I know the answers. And I appreciate Samantha being here to back me up too. Yeah, she is my emotional support cat, Nicole. Absolutely. So thank you guys for being here. I hope the rest of your week is fantastic. I hope you have a great weekend.
Yes.
And we will see you next Wednesday. Not sure what it's going to look like, but stay tuned for the Hot Mess Express.
Love you guys.
Thanks.